Hi friends, welcome back. This is Ravikant Rela. I am your software testing guide. So today I came with some new concept, like many of them are having a doubt like, okay, so once we get a test bed, so as a tester we will be getting a test bed. What is a test bed? So the bed is which is ready for testers to execute your functional test cases, where as a tester will get test bed. So which is replica to the production environment. The environment as per client expectations to dedicated software and hardware, so supposed to be execute the functionalities in production environment. The same replica environment is prepared by the admin teams for the test environment, making ready for testers to execute their builds. Okay, so here the most of the people will get the doubt, okay, how we execute. So someone is saying cycles, someone is saying sit, like how many cycles, how many sits does we take to execute your functional test cases. So here I was like to give some clarification about what is a cycle and what is a sit, which after what is going to be take place executions, and going to be give some more clarification about between these two, cycles and sit. So let's brief about like cycle. So cycle, and next is what sit. So cycle means nothing but so it refers to a round of iteration of testing that includes planning, executions, defect reportings, and etc. So these are the things will be done during that cycle of executions. So if anybody get a test build, test environment and asking to run your test cases, first you prefer to go with start with cycles. So it refers to a round of iteration of testing that includes planning, executions, defect and reports we do in the cycle. Okay, fine. What is the purpose of this? Okay, what is that purpose of cycle? Many have a doubt like what is the purpose of this cycle. So this purpose is like testing is usually divided into multiple cycles, to gradually stabilize the application and cycle helps in fixing issues which are found in previous ones and retesting. So the purpose of cycle is what? Testing is usually divided into multiple cycles. So the purpose of cycle is what? We have to find the more defects. In finding the defects, we do conduct testing on test environment of various cycles. Okay, gradually it stabilizes the application. So cycle 1 we find more defects. So in cycle 2 it fixes that cycle 1 defects, and we refine in retesting that fixed defects, and we can find some more defects. Like this, cycle by cycle we are doing the executions in making the application stable. For that purpose we do call cycles, in that we can have 2 cycles of regressions, we can do 3 cycles of regressions, depends upon the stability it takes. Okay, if 1 cycle is okay, fine, we will complete this. If not enough, second cycle, 3 cycle, mostly companies will plan for execute 2 or 3 cycles. So testing is usually divided into multiple cycles to gradually stable the application. Cycles helps in fixing the issues found in previous ones and retesting that, okay, retesting that. And an example to say like cycle 1, in example you say like so I said like 3 cycles, let's take like cycle 1 and cycle 2 and let's say like cycle 3. So let's say we have 3 cycles for to confirm that application is stable or not. So in finding more defects to make application stability. So first how it happens, the cycle 1. So initially initial round of testing, finding high defects, high number of defects we found, okay, we find the number of defects. And second cycle what we do, retesting after fixes favor defects, okay. And in cycle 3 what we do, final round application, final round application expected to be stable. Okay, fine. Here 3 cycles of regressions we do that, friends, testings, 3 cycles. And first cycle is what, initialize round of testing for finding the high number of defects. And whereas coming to that second cycle, what we do for that defects what we have raised, we will mostly be concentrating on retesting for that fixes happened or not. And next favored defects, some more defects, new defects we can find in cycle 2 because of the fix. Any new defects are coming or not, or any are getting impacted or not. In second cycle we used to filter that defects. At final cycle 3 what we get, finally we can expect that the application will become stable. This kind of 3 cycles we used to execute during our executions. And some more is, someone person is asking like what is a SIT? What is a SIT? Where SIT is nothing but system integration testing. SIT is nothing but system integration testing. So what we do here? So where, one second, yeah, where testers verify the interaction between different integrated systems or modules. So SIT is nothing but system integration testing. So where testers verify the interactions between different integrates the system or modules or not. See, we have various modules together we call as application. So one module will be interact with another module. So whether this communication is properly happening or not is nothing but we call system integration testing. Even in the system integration testing we does in a developer end also. After developing their codes as a units or modules, that modules while we are integrating together to make as a bigger software. Like how the data is flowing among the units after integrating, as the developers they do unit testing and integration testing. As the same here also we follow in our executions also in the SIT, system integration testing. So cycles means what, we will be testing as individual modules. Like okay, once all modules got completed developing and majority of the defects got raised and fixed and making the application stable, at last we do conduct as a SIT executions, system integration testing executions. So here after connecting all these modules and how the data operations flowing among the modules, connectivity that we test in a SIT, system integration testing. So what exactly we validate means here. So SIT specifications, okay, SIT specifications. So what are the specifications that the SIT does? Okay, let's see that. So it executes that SIT cases, okay, na? It executes the SIT cases. The one is what? It executes the SIT cases. And next is what, like so validating the data across systems. As I told you, ACC or OS, okay. So the SIT is nature is nothing but we are checking for that integrity among the modules. So while integrating, data also is flowing among the modules, integrating properly or not. That's called validating data across the systems, like across the modules. How data is validating, that's a part of the system integration we test, okay. And next specification is like so logging defects if integration fails. So in this if the data is not integrating properly means definitely we must raise SIT raise defects, okay. SIT defects we have to raise it. And next is last is what verify integration points like APIs like services, message queries, etc. So we will be logging a defects if integration fails. If that module among data is not flowing properly, we must definitely raise the defects. And like not only that, we will check so many kind of things like integration points like APIs. You know that every application is running based upon some services, web services. So whether that integration point services, if I click on the link, the corresponding action is happening or not. If I click on payment gateway, that payment gateway related service API is calling or not. Like such kind of API services and message queries and like any kind of APIs is integrating properly or not. These are all the specifications we concentrate in finding the defects in a SIT. Okay, and last okay, let me show you that one example for understanding this. So if suppose in e-commerce, if you'd like to purchase any goods, like first what we do as user, we will do that login, and next what we do, we search for the product, right? Search for product, and next what we do, so after searching product, what we do, so like so add the cart, add to cart, add to cart, and next what we do, and payment, and next what we do, and order confirmation, and next is what, order management, and finally what we do, log out. This end-to-end flow integrity, how it is happening, that we have to validate. That's called SIT main intention. So as cycle means what, individual components we tested for making the build stable. Initial days build will be not stable. In such case, we do the cycles of executions, cycle 1 and cycle 2 and cycle 3. Where all cycles, 3 cycles gets completed with bug defect free and it's stable somewhat kind of, then the testers will start the SIT executions. In this SIT we do two cycles of SITs, we do SIT 1, SIT 2, we will be confirming. Okay. So what is that specifications while doing SIT means, it executes that SIT cases and validate data across the systems, how data is flowing that, and logging defects if any integration fails, verifying integration points like a number of APIs and services and message queries, whether they are happening flowing among that modules properly or not, we have to validate. So here is the example, like as a user you are logging into the e-commerce website. There you search for the product and we do the add to the cart and we do the make payment. We're using specific payment modes, and after that order confirmation and last order management and do logout. Among the flow, so everything is each is one module, like how the data flow is happening and how the functionality is flowing one module to other module, the integration that we check like a system integration testing. It's called SIT. Here cycles, we do 2 to 3 cycles of executions to make the build stable, and SIT, it checks for validating that functionality among the modules, how data flow is happening, how APIs is getting interacted. These things we discuss in this SIT. So and next to make you understand better way, I would like to tell you one example. Everyone is foodie, right? Everyone is love the food, chicken and veg, whatever it is you think about yourself. So imagine that example. I will tell you one beautiful example, okay? So to make you understand. So here to say like imagine like imagine testing like cooking full meals for a party. Okay, full meals for a party. So here suppose to say cycle. So you know that the people who got married recently, the wife wants to impress the husband in cooking the good delicious, right? Tasty delicious she wants to prepare. Of course she don't know cooking, how to cook all those things, okay? So she wants to impress the husband. So what she do, she calls her mother or she finds some YouTube best videos, what husband is liking, that he watches that and he used to prepare the dishes, right? So maybe it can be success or it can be failure, right? So imagine the same thing in the cycles. So during the cycles some defects may find or may not find, but if it is find means betterment, next cycle we trying to refine in finding more defects. The similar way the wife also what it is first time only he can't make success that delicious food, right, for husband. So in first cycle of cooking he might find some issues, some taste buds like will not be that much good. So in next time when he prepare the same dish again and again, he might improve in giving that tasty quality food. Yes or no? That's called equivalent to cycles. And whereas come to the SIT, so making that going for party, how that dishes arranges like rice and biryani and raita and rice and dal, everything is together, is organized. It is everything is integrated in a one single platform. It make ready to eat. Yes, that is what SIT and cycle to make you understand. I hope this video will helps you a lot. What is a cycle and what is a SIT? When do we do cycle? When do we do SIT? Simple to say, first we do cycles of executions, 3 cycles in making that build stable. Then after we go with the SIT in checking that functionality integrated among the modules, data flow happening properly or not, APIs are properly interacting, loading or not, and message queries are properly prompting or not. Such kind of integrated modules, data flow happening properly or not, that we validate in a SIT execution. Cycles will be 3 cycles, 2 to 3 cycles, and SIT will be 2 SITs will be conducted in our execution process. I hope this video will be helping you a lot who are freshers and who are not having knowledge about this. So thanks for watching this video, and next video will come up with some other concept and make you aware of about software testing classes. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.